What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Modine, and I'm back again with another video. There's been talks about Shatta Wale going to the O2 to fill the O2. These talks are coming right after this whole 673,000 festival that Shatta Wale held, the Shattafest at the Independence Square. This is the biggest outdoor event in Ghana, and it also surpasses any outdoor event in the entire Africa when it comes to a concert or festival by an artist. Um, it is only right that people start talking about the possibility of Shatta Wale going to the O2 to also stage a concert at the O2. I have been one of the people who always said that Shatta Wale can easily fill the O2, and it is not something he can't do. He can actually do it back to back. However, after the Shattafest, I'm rethinking this whole thing. You understand? There's a write up that someone did, and Flex Kjimin posted on his page. I'm checking my phone, so pardon me when I go down. The name of the person is PMP Mel Kwesi Davis, right? He made a very beautiful post about Shattafest Africa. Now, and this is right in sync with where my mind is when it comes to this whole O2 conversation. When it comes to Shatta Wale, a lot of people need to understand one thing. Every product has a target audience. Every product has a target audience. Now, if you create a product or you're offering a service and you don't have a target audience, then of course you can't make sales, because you need to understand the demographic you're selling to, those you want to sell to, and tailor your product to their needs. And that is how come you'll be able to get whatever you want to get in return for your product, right? Shatta Wale as an artist is also a product. Shatta Wale appeals to the ghetto youth. Now, when we say the ghetto youth, these are people who, you can have someone who is even sitting in an office but still a ghetto youth, right? But this is someone who have higher aspirations, that no matter what the circumstances are, they are going to make it. So Shatta Wale is the voice of the voiceless. Shatta Wale is not there for um, those who don't see themselves in this light. You understand? Of course, there are a lot of wealthy people who admire Shatta Wale and follow him, and love his music and all that stuff. But the fact that Gary is not quote unquote meant for the poor doesn't mean, meant for the rich doesn't mean the rich will not eat Gary. You understand? But the core will always go for the product that is made for them or meant for them. And with this, you can see when you follow the Shatta story, this same hope he breathes into the youth who are looking for this type of hope to be able to go out there and break barriers, has garnered him a lot of followership in a lot of African countries. You look at areas like Liberia, you look at Gabon, for example, where he was, I think, some 8 years ago or maybe 11 years ago, where he performed a massive show over there. Guru was also over there. You can go online and check. It's a beautiful thing. You have Gabon, you have Sierra Leone, you have the Gambia, you have Liberia, you have even Ivory Coast right here. Zimbabwe also has a very good dancehall fraternity over there, and there was a time where a lot of videos were coming out there from Shatta Wale because he was speaking to them. Shatta Wale's core music speaks to these people, and those are his target audience. And so when you look at his target audience and you want to say that he should go perform at the O2 Arena, his audience are not there. I get it. The conversation around the O2 Arena is about approval ratings, credibility, and all that kind of stuff. But you all seem to forget what Shatta Wale is about. Shatta Wale is that guy who is always preaching that everything the world is showing us, everything other artists are showing us out there in the world, we have it right here in Africa. We have it right here in Ghana. And that is predominantly the reason why he continues to stay back and fund the fire he started. You understand? And Today we are seeing great results. He's even doing a lot better than those who are following the usual blueprint of having a few hit songs and going out there to try to get world attention. No, he's getting that attention right from within his backyard in Ghana. And so the conversation about Shatta Wale going to O2 is flawed at this moment. He doesn't need that approval rating credibility stuff because those out there they rate him already. If Beyonce and his team didn't rate him, they would never have come for him to put him on that African King, sorry, the Lion King album. They wouldn't have done so. If Vibes Cartel doesn't rate him, Vibes Cartel will not come for him. You understand? These are some of the things that we need to know and start learning because Shatta has confidence in his abilities and who he is as a person. He's not going out there to say that you've created a world, so he's going to jump on it. Yes, we can create our own world for them to jump on it over here. What happened to we creating our world for them to jump on it? We created and championed African sound for a long time. Now, when Afrobeats got a chance to hit the world, they hijacked it. And look, they milked it to the extent that immediately dancehall surfaced again, Afrobeat is now going down. So imagine we owned the narrative full and full, through and through, that we were organizing Afrobeat festivals within the continent and making it attractive within the continent, then I'm sure even if the fire is quenched in the West, we will still have something that thrives back home, that our people can build a good economy around. But then again, we always try to create from within our circles and then try to seek validation out there. I think it is time to create that brand, that one brand that is celebrated across Africa. Hence, this guy's write up. And I'm going to read the write up and then we see. He said, I read somewhere on the internet a Liberia TV channel suggesting that Shattafest should be held across Africa. After some considerations, this is my take. Shattafest Africa, a continental dream. This vision is bigger than music. It's about African unity, tourism, trade, and youth empowerment through creativity. Taking Shattafest beyond Ghana isn't just a concert tour, it's a continental movement positioning Ghana as the heartbeat of African entertainment and cultural exchange. Imagine Shattafest Gabon, Shattafest Togo, Shattafest Liberia, Shattafest Ivory Coast, each hosted in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and Arts and Culture of the respective countries. That partnership will boost local tourism, hospitality, and creative industries while showcasing Africa's ability to collaborate through entertainment. Airlines such as Africa World Airlines, Askai, Kenya Airways, Ethiopian Airlines could leverage the tour to promote intercountry travel packages, making it easier for fans and tourists to follow the Shatterfest wave across the continent. For Ghana, this expansion also means direct business benefits for Shaxi. Shatta transport brand will gain continental exposure and new market opportunities in every host country, creating partnerships with local drivers and mobility services. The ripple effect will touch hospitality, logistics, production, and retail, driving millions in economic activity across borders. That's why this dream deserves the support of the AFCFTA Secretariat for Creative Trade and Regional Integration, Ghana Tourism Authority, and Beyond the Return, the destination branding, and all. He lists a couple of others. Shattafest Africa will not just entertain, it will move economies, unite cultures, and sell Ghana to the world. Africa is ready. Ghana is leading. Let's make it happen. You see the angle this guy took it. And this is the angle we need to champion because this builds us. This creates an economy around entertainment for us. And whoever is out there watching from the rest of the world can now come in and say, I want to partake in this. Just as the wireless festivals are celebrated out there, the Glastonbury are celebrated out there, this is something we can champion for ourselves across Africa. where Shattafest becomes a wave. But Shatta Wale cannot do it alone. He has been able to use his influence as a person, his music, his story, to build a frontier where a lot of people share within his story, the story of hope, the story that every hustler can make it to the very top. And this message transcends the borders of Ghana, but it goes right into every ghettos across the Africa region. And some of the countries you mentioned, Gabon, Togo, Liberia, and Ivory Coast, these are places where Shatterfest can take place. And from there, we take it a notch higher. And so O2 Arena, yes, it's beautiful, but what are we doing for our continent? We keep on chasing the Grammys, we keep on chasing awards outside there. What are we creating from within? What are our own internal mechanisms that will attract people into the country? Is there market for it? Absolutely. The year of return and Dirty December has shown us great deal that a lot of people will flock in when we put the right things into place. And so it is about time we start structuring policies and things that will help us grow what we've started, help us grow what will become even bigger than we are seeing it as at now. Shatta Wale's Shattafest showed us that when things are structured properly with a proper influence and voice, people will always come out. And the amount of money that was made at just that weekend, this is something we can actually sit and calculate when done properly. When the right authorities come into the frame, we can actually sit down and value everything properly. And this will be the selling point where we say the Shatterfest that is coming to this country is bringing this amount of capital injection or is going to create this type of value around in a particular country. I listened to one radio presenter also. I've forgotten exactly who it is, but he was talking in comparison to Taylor Swift, the value she brings, around an economy and why a lot of people are fighting to have her on their shows. We can use this as a template and we can build something beautiful for Ghana. This is my take on this whole thing. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. My name is Modine, and once again, let's start having meaningful conversations, and Ghana will be a better place for all of us. Peace out.